to tell you a little bit about me in just a few minutes. I serve on the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors, and I've been there for 10 years. The Board of Supervisors has 5 members, elected countywide. So between the 5 of us, we represent about 2 million people in the electorate. And it's a great position to be in. A lot of people don't know all the things that county government is involved with. But to sum it up, we have an $8 billion budget, 22,000 employees, and about 40 different departments and agencies that are involved in delivering a lot of the services that you see in the community. In short, we have the largest public health system in the country right now because we found out that O'Connor Hospital in St. Louis down south went into bankruptcy, and we stepped up as a county, purchased those hospitals, saved 450 hospital beds, and kept emergency rooms open. And you'll see those hospitals really starting to thrive now. First thing that happened is an OBGYN came in, that one of the leading doctors in the valley, and said, we want private sector doctors want to start coming back now, we want to start delivering babies at O'Connor again, we want it to be like it used to be. So these are the kind of things I get to work on. Really great things. Obviously, we have a housing crisis going on right now. We, despite some tremendous efforts, including your taxpayer efforts, passing a $950 million homeless and housing bond in this county in 2016, we're still fighting the good fight. We have homelessness spiking up. I don't need to tell you that. You live here, you do business here. I embarrassingly tell people from the East Coast, if they want to see our transitional housing system when they land at the airport, they need only look at Guadalupe River Park, and they'll see tents popping up under overpasses. We don't believe anyone should live that way in the richest county in the world. And this is the richest county in the world overall. It's rich because the people in this county produce more productivity per person than anywhere else in the world. It's just a fact. You can look it up in Forbes, you can look it up in you can Google it right now. There's the highest per capita GDP in the world right here. And that's why things go so well here and work so well here. And we get beyond our diversity, we get beyond all the issues that tend to trip people up elsewhere, religious differences and others, because this community works well together. But we can't leave 8,000 or 9,000 people behind living in tents. And so we're working hard on that. I want to get to the state level and work harder on it. I want to do some of the things there for the whole state that we've been doing here. Making sure that the right revenue measures are creating the right housing. That bond that you passed here in 2016, those of you who are county voters, we've already started 19 housing projects for extremely low income residents here in this county, and we'll keep doing that now by matching that money with private sector money, nonprofit money, municipal money. Again, I'm very, very excited about getting to the state senate because that's what I'm trying to do next. And it's because of these issues, the issues that we've been leading on here are just absolutely ripe, to be tackled in Sacramento right now on behalf of the whole state. And I want to do that with the experience I've had. I served on the San Jose City Council before the Board of Supervisors for 8 years. I was the Vice Mayor of San Jose. And before that, while I was in business full-time, like many of you, I was on the Eastside Union High School District Board of Trustees for 8 years. So I have a strong basis in education, a strong background in it. My wife, Patty, who's back here somewhere, she's been talking to a lot of you. She's actually a school board member currently. Thank you for all your support, Patty. Appreciate it so much. She's a trooper. She's here with us today. She's here every time we're doing it. We have great women leaders in this community, and it's why we need you women to keep leading, because you lead us in the right direction, and we all know that. We know that. I'm going to cut to the chase a little bit instead of telling you so much about my background, and just let you know this election is coming up a lot quicker than we're used to as politicians. Part of it is because the legislature decided to change our primary system, so instead of having a primary next June, a year from now, and I've been talking to you really early, right? If it was a year from now that the primary is happening, it's in March 3rd. Most of you know that. But what's even more different is another law passed in the state of California that says the ballots are going to go out to everyone. Whether you ask for a ballot in your mailbox or not, you're going to get ballots in your mailbox if you're a registered voter the first 2 or 3 days of February. Well, usually 30 days before the election, we're here or somewhere phone banking voters, right? What's 30 days before February 1st? New Year's. 30 days before New Year's, how many people are paying attention to much of anything, right? So we have been telling people, even though this election is March 3rd, kind of think about it as if it were a November election. Because when we get to Thanksgiving, next thing you know, next thing we know, we're going to be on top of that election. You're going to be voting for someone for president, you're going to be voting for someone for state senate, for county supervisor to replace me, a couple of city council races. It's coming fast. And because of that, those of you who are interested in helping with a campaign, if you want to get involved, please let us know. We have a clipboard over there. You can just give us your name and address, email number, email address. We'll keep you posted on things that are happening in the campaign. Some of you know me well. We've had some interactions in the past. If you want to contribute to the campaign, any amount, there's envelopes over there. You can do it, or you can do that online. There are people here in this room that have contributed already, and thank you for that. We have to raise $930,000 to run the first part of this campaign from now until that March election. And we've raised about $600,000 so far. So we're on pace, right? Given what I just told you about when everything's going to happen, so far so good. But we need to keep doing it. And I don't like to come out and ask a whole bunch of wonderful people, hey, can you write a check, can you help out? But it's just the way our democratic system works. We don't have public financing for elections. We have to ask people to support. If you can't do that or don't want to do that, you'd like to help us phone bank, or maybe you're good at graphics, you'd like to help us with our website, you'd like to help you have some space yourself that we could use at some point for an event. Anything you think that might be useful to a campaign, please let us know, if you will. I'm pleading with you because that's how badly I want to get to the state senate so I can use that to help people here and throughout the state. We won't force you to do anything if we have your name. We're going to ask you, what do you like to do? What kinds of things do you like to do in the community? And how can we leverage that? How can we take advantage of that to have a powerful campaign? And we will have a powerful campaign. Patty is holding up a flyer over here. On Saturday, Anna White? not. On Saturday, we are having a kickoff event over at the Old Elks Lodge, 444 Alma. So you already kind of had a kickoff event here, right? Thanks, Greg. But if you want to come over there, it would be, I don't know, 500 or 600 people or more in a larger networking environment. It's not a sit-down dinner. You don't have to pay anything when you walk in. There'll be a lot of elected officials there, but there'll be a lot of people just like all of you, but maybe you haven't met them, you haven't met each other. Great opportunity to connect with people that are interested in politics and interested in these elections. And I think we're in an era right now where people are more interested in politics than they have in a long time. I think that's a good thing. So thank you. And again, last thing I'll say is please stop by the table. If nothing else, give us your business card or your address so we can keep in touch with you. That would mean a lot to us. And Greg, thank you again for providing the opportunity tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's why I do that. Why not?
There you go.
Hi, Bridget Jones here with our wonderful supervisor, Dave Cortese, launching a big news. Tell us, my friend, what's going on today?
Well, I'm launching a state senate campaign. Jim Bell, our state senator here from the San Jose area, is termed out, so the seat is opening up, and I'm trying to replace him. And we're off to a pretty good start.
Excellent. Really, it comes down to, Dave, here in the community, you have proven yourself to be someone we know that has our back. in many
Thank you.
instances, because there's so many challenges here in the Silicon Valley, and you've been here in the Valley for quite some time, so you know firsthand. How do you want to let folks know you're our guy to look forward to coming into the Senate?
Well, I appreciate what you just said. I think, it's a time where we can effectuate change by, getting people into higher office who have experience. So the homeless situation now, the housing situation now are things that, we have led on here in Santa Clara County. We've made a lot of progress. We passed a $950 million housing bond in
Fantastic.
November. We've got 19 housing projects already in the ground that are
19, in fact.
19 already.
Fantastic.
And I think that experience will go a long way in Sacramento on behalf of the other 38 million people in California.
Well, specifically with you, in regards to having that focus for the South Bay, for your community, for your neighbors, what is it that you want us to know that we can count on you once you hit Sacramento, hit the ground running?
Well, that's the thing I want people to understand is that it'll be like clicking that stopwatch when I get there. I want to take a whack at some big issues. I want to work on the big issues. I'm not afraid of pushback from anyone. I've been doing this for over 2 decades, and I've gotten to the point where, I fully understand that we don't have a lot of time when it comes to climate change, when it comes to education, when it comes to housing and homelessness, when it comes to our healthcare system and our healthcare coverage. We have people who are experiencing real pain.
Absolutely.
Real pain.
And it affects all of us.
And it's exactly the experience that we've had here in Santa Clara County, again, to lead on those issues. We just saved 450 hospital beds at O'Connor and St. Louis by taking them over. We kept those emergency rooms open. And the trend in the state is just the opposite. We're losing hospital beds, we're losing emergency rooms, so maybe I can get up there, work quickly, and start turning things around.
And what is it that you would need from us, your community, your constituents here in Silicon Valley, to do on your behalf, to let folks know we're behind you?
Well, thank you. First and foremost, people should vote. We have a March primary coming up.
Good point.
But because of a new thing called the Voter Choice Act, everybody's going to get a mail ballot the first week of February.
All right.
And that's not far off, right?
No, look for it.
And it'll be here in a few months. You're going to start hearing a lot more about campaigns. There's already been debates at the national level. People need to vote. We need people who are interested in volunteering on the campaign to volunteer. They can contact us at davecortese.com. And people who want to contribute in other ways, there's a variety of ways to do that.
Alrighty.
These campaigns become real, and they become powerful, and they become effective when they become campaigns that are really involving the people themselves.
The community itself.
That's what the community can do.
Great. Now, coming out to an event like this here at Silicon Valley Business Center, how important is it for you to let people right on the ground, right here in the community, know you're Dave Cortese, supervisor currently, but looking forward to going forward in your commitment to us?
It's very important. This is not a group of lobbyists. This is not a group of talking heads from Washington, D.C. or Sacramento. These are people who actually run small businesses.
Absolutely.
People who are consumers, people who live in this area, and this is convenient commercial space. We're in some commercial office space here today. These are the people I need to connect with, and I want people to know I'll go to Sacramento 4 days a week, 3.5 days a week because of legislative session, but I'll be right back here. I'm not going to, people aren't going to say, we sent Dave to Sacramento and we haven't seen him again. People are going to say he's still here in the community, connecting with real people in real community situations.
Excellent. That's important because, again, looking at it, we are your constituents. We are the folks who are saying, Dave, we're sending you there to work on our behalf. We want to make sure it's happening, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. No, we thank you for your service. We thank you for your time. And it's a commitment. And it's a commitment that means a lot coming from you, coming from your family, because it's all inclusive.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Greg Bunker here at Silicon Valley Business Center. How wonderful is it to have Dave Cortese come and have about his senatorial launch with us.
Well, I'm very thrilled that Dave took the time to come by and visit our facility. We have a few hundred people out here today to welcome him, and we're looking for him to be elected as our next senator.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to the both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Cortese.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, it's Bridget Jones here with South Valley Review, interviewing our friend
Thomas A. Schultz.
Now, Thomas, you are a bioscientist or a...
No, I'm an entrepreneur. I start companies on new technologies that help people. Right now I'm working in the biotech area. I started one company about 8 years ago that's now worth $250 million. I'm starting a new one to help puppies stay alive.
But it's all about impacting and helping people.
Right.
Give me an instance where, you're talking about this company that's helping change people's lives, quite honestly.
Right.
This company now, that's 8 years old.
The company's called Pantheris.
Pantheris?
Pantheris. The product is called DiaRescue. Turns out that over 1 million children a year die of diarrhea, mostly in third-party countries.
Of course.
What our product does is cure that disease overnight. So children that would normally die because of the severity are playing in the front yard the next day.
That's amazing, Tom.
It is amazing.
That's amazing.
The Gates Foundation said that this product is one of the most important innovations of this century in terms of public health.
Now that's Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, correct?
They're spending money to take it all over the world.
Well, of course, and you getting in front of people like that, how important for your work? Because clearly this is a calling that you have to really impact people's lives, saving lives.
It's funny, it's one of those things where you think about it, at the end of your life, you think about all those hundreds of thousands of families that have their children or have their lives, and even though they don't know anything about me or how it happened or whatever, it happened. And we did it.
And dysentery, which again is another
It
name.
does dysentery.
Yeah, it's quite, like you said, quite horrible, and it's also so widespread in certain areas that, now how are you getting the product to the folks, to the...
That's where the Gates Foundation comes in.
Excellent.
So the company has a factory in Phoenix, makes hundreds of thousands of
the
packets of the product, and then the Gates Foundation makes sure that it gets out to the world.
Distributed around the world to where it's most needed.
Right.
Now again, tell me about this new product in relation to the puppies.
What we're doing is exactly the same strategy, only for pups. It turns out that something like 10 times in their first life, in the first few months of their life, they get diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
And there's a certain kind of diarrhea called parvo that is 90% deadly. We cure it overnight.
This is wonderful. What put you on this path?
Random luck. Just so happens that if you're looking for a new technology, something that can work, it might be electronics, it might be medicine or whatever. It's just that God put me in this one spot and I saw it.
And again, coming from a heart that wants to actually reach out to people, but also quite a lot of curiosity, I'm quite sure.
Yeah. I've spent a lot of time looking at things that nobody else is interested in.
And questioning, why does it have to continue?
Exactly.
Like dysentery.
Is there a solution?
At this point in time in our civilization, we can make an impact. Amazing.
It happens. And the thing is, the most exciting thing about the high tech and the startup business is that 3 people can get an idea, and 5 years later, they're saving hundreds of thousands of lives. That would never happen in any other country.
This is true in innovation and true instinct coming from someone who says, this is my world and I want to have an impact on it. Now, is there anything else you're working on that we would like to be aware of?
Not really. One of the most important things about this is if you have a good idea, you have to go in 100%. If you do it part-time or not so much, it fails. And so.
Now, that would be a good bit of advice. What would you suggest for someone who does have an idea? And that's part of what, is around these days. The ideas are just in the ether.
Yeah, ideas are cheap. It's making them work. So what happens, the most important thing is if you have an idea, you have to be objective about really is it worthwhile.
There you are. That's a very good point.
And then the second thing is you realize it's going to take you years to make it successful.
To realize it.
And I've spent years on ideas that turn out not to be very good. It's part of the business.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for what you're doing, everyone. Tom, our guy.
Okay, thank you.
So if you want the best in the business, this is Bridget Jones. Give her a call.
You're media maven here in Silicon Valley.
That's exactly right. We call her for everything, and she gets the job done.
And this is Shannon. Thank you.
I'm Shannon Farrell. You can tell. You can tell me what.
This is Shannon Farrell. She's our girl in real estate. This is who you want to reach when you're looking to buy or sell here in Silicon Valley.
That's right.
Shannon Farrell.
Give me a call. Thank you.
Here at Silicon Valley Business Center with Amy Feldman. Tell me about yourself and how you found Silicon Valley Business Center.
Hi, I'm Amy Feldman. I work for the All Good Work Foundation. I'm the program director for Silicon Valley. And I reached out to Greg Bunker, the owner of the Silicon Valley Business Center, because my organization works with co-working operators to get them to support local nonprofit organizations by donating workspace
Great
to
idea.
those organizations in order to help them reduce their overhead and be able to focus more effectively on their programs and their missions and reduce their expenses. So Greg has generously donated 4 seats here at the Silicon Valley Business Center to my program, and we have already placed 3 different nonprofits here in this location. One is called Heart for Youth USA, which does mentoring for at-risk youth and teens. One is called Central Community Partners, which does entrepreneurship training programs, in particular for Spanish-speaking people here in the San Jose area. And the third one is called San Jose Spotlight, and they're the first nonprofit news media organization in the San Jose area, and they'll actually be starting to work out of here next week. So honestly, Greg's generosity has played a huge role in our program. We already have placed 20 nonprofits into co-working space around the Bay Area, and Greg has played a real role in making that happen. So we're really grateful.
This has helped the growth of your organization.
Oh, absolutely.
With you coming here, you're new into us, right? To the area.
Our program just started in the fall of 2018, and Greg was one of the first co-working operators to sign on as a host for our program. So we're incredibly grateful, and he's been super generous.
Continue the good work.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're here at the Silicon Valley Business Center. My name is Andrew. I'm with AT&T's mobile events team, and we are here to let you know that fiber is in this awesome property for all you small businesses and businesses that are starting up to get AT&T fiber internet. And of course, we're here for your consumer needs at any of our AT&T activations, such as the one behind me. Thank you.
Talking to our guy at BRG Realty. Tell me, what's the scoop with our new company?
Yes, thank you. Well, BRG is a new dynamic state-of-the-art real estate office, residential real estate. We'd like to invite you to come over and take a look at our office. We're hiring new agents, and we have a very competitive package in terms of commission rate, marketing program, and everything that you need in the real estate business to become successful and make
We're
it
housed
happen.
here out of Silicon Valley Business Center, which is the place to be, obviously, today.
Absolutely.
With your team, I mean, you're looking at bringing in, like you said, innovative. You want people who have an idea of going into the future as their own bosses.
Absolutely.
And you're going to support them. And how are we looking at propping them up, supporting them in this business?
That's a great question. I'm really glad you asked that. We have a very supportive staff. You have a 24/7 support of the office broker. Our state-of-the-art office here has everything you need to conduct your business and make it happen at a very smooth pace.
And here in Silicon Valley, things move at a quick pace, right?
That's right.
All right.
Very
Thank you
fast.
so much, Rob.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zane Darty, and I'm a personal trainer, CEO of KaiQuest Fitness. And this is my trainer, Sarah Boykin, my trainer, Farnaz Ghazi. And we're here because we provide personal training here, group personal training and Pilates and UGM classes. And we also just inspire a transformation of lifestyle fitness wherever you are with our workout and nutrition system that we have. So we're really excited to be a part of the Silicon Valley Business Center's mixer, and we're just excited to be here and to meet so many people.
I'm Sarah Boykin. I have been not only a part of KaiQuest, but a part of Isogenics. We are nutrition solutions for busy people, healthy energy, weight loss, aging, gracefully, energy and performance, and this is like the best fit for people in Silicon Valley, I have to say. So, Sarah Boykin, and what else did you want me to say? I have clients from the ages of 18 all the way up to 80 that are finding solutions with us. So thank you so much for having us, Silicon Valley Business Center.
All right, thank you.